Any mom on the ground knows simply telling a preschooler to pay attention or calm down usually doesn't get the results you want in the moment. My next guest has a more effective strategy to help little ones handle their emotions. Dr. Joyce Sibbett from Dancing Moose Montessori School believes we should be teaching our children mindfulness. It's great to have you, and I am so intrigued with this topic. Mindfulness really is a mental health buzzword right now. It's a mental health buzzword of the moment, but I think it's most easily applied to adults and our busy, crazy adult lifestyle. But you say kids can benefit from this practice as well.
Sure. Yeah, the adults need it. We all need it. We all need to be more self-aware, in the moment, but children need it just as badly. And so, yeah, we should be thinking about it for ourselves and then helping our children get that awareness too.
And how would you define it, Joyce, from the child's perspective? What is mindfulness for, say, my 2-year-old or my 3-year-old or my 4-year-old?
Mindfulness is awareness of how I feel, and through that awareness and being present with our feelings, we begin to have some control over those feelings. So it's being in the moment, it's being in the present, it's learning how to regulate.
And when you describe it that way, it makes, I think, simple sense that those are skills you don't just pick up. They need to be taught. They need to be learned.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I wish I could say I was great at them all. I'm sure not. I love to study mindfulness. I love to learn more about the practice because it helps me emotionally.
You've got some mindful strategies that will help parents out there on the ground teach their kids this practice as well. First, you say we need to check our expectations.
Yes. Well, and for every situation, we've got to know, what are we going into? How do we expect our children to behave? Are our expectations realistic? And so as we think about this holiday season, we're going into shopping malls, we're going into family gatherings, we're doing all these exciting things. Well, they're exciting, but for children, they may be overstimulating. And so we've got to realize that, you know, our children, if they're really stimulated, they may act out in ways that we don't understand. And so be realistic with expectations so that we're not frustrated or angry, because that's the first thing we need to do, is be calm, loving, nurturing.
And that leads to your next point. We know children are imitators. They're the best imitators. So mom and dad need to be practicing this behavior as well.
Yes, we've got to be, that's the calmness. It's responding to children appropriately, and it is, it's showing that we can handle situations. If we jump on a child and show impatience, obviously we're not modeling what they need to do.
So in the heat of the moment, when a parent is saying to a toddler, "You're okay," or you're fine, brush it off," what's the message we're sending to our kids?
Oh, if I heard that as a toddler, it wouldn't make any sense. I'd just be more mad. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. What we need to do is validate our children's feelings and recognize it might not be a big deal to us, but it's a very big deal to them. And so we don't want to brush off emotions. We want to validate. We want to let our children know that we hear them and that we're ready to respond.
This is such an important and interesting topic.